6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Iranian President Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi has died, along with his entourage, in a helicopter crash in East Azerbaijan province. President and Prime Minister have expressed deep grief and sorrow over the tragic death of Iranian President in a helicopter crash incident. Prime Minister says Pakistan is committed to expand cooperation and collaboration with Turkey in diverse fields of mutual interest. Pakistan and Turkey have agreed to take annual bilateral trade volume from $1 billion to $5 billion in 3 years. Australian Chief of Defence Forces has appreciated Pakistan Armed Forces for achievements in fight against terrorism and efforts for regional peace. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, people rejected today sham parliamentary elections in Baramulla constituency and termed it futile exercise. Chief Prosecutor at the International Criminal Court at The Hague has sought arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister for war crimes in Gaza. And now the news in detail. Iranian President Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi has died, along with his entourage, in a helicopter crash in East Azerbaijan province in the northwest of the country. The heli, along with 2 more copters, was en route to Tabriz city and also carried Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian, among others. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has announced 5 days of public mourning following the deaths. Paying tribute to Ibrahim Raisi, he termed him a popular president who dedicated his life to serving Iran and Islam. The Supreme Leader approved Vice President Mohammad Mokhber to take over as acting president and collaborate with the heads of Iranian parliament and judiciary to organize the election of a new president within next 50 days. Ibrahim Raisi was elected president of Iran in 2021. He was also named head of the judiciary by Supreme Leader in 2019. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have expressed deep grief and sorrow over the tragic death of Iranian President Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi in a copter crash. In their separate statements, the President and the Prime Minister extended heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families of the Iranian President, the Foreign Minister and others who lost their lives in the accident. President Asif Ali Zardari paid tribute to President Raisi's dedicated services to the Muslim Ummah, highlighting his steadfast advocacy for the unity of Muslim Ummah. In a post on his X handle, the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said, both the Iranian President and the Foreign Minister were good friends of Pakistan. In a statement today, Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Pakistan stands in solidarity with the Iranian people in this time of national tragedy. The spokesperson said President Dr. Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian were esteemed leaders and statesmen whose contribution to their country and reinforcing Pakistan-Iran relations and regional cooperation will always be remembered. The spokesperson reiterated Pakistan's commitment to furthering the bonds of friendship and cooperation with Iran as envisioned by the 2 late leaders. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has reaffirmed Pakistan's firm commitment to further expand cooperation between Pakistan and Turkey in all areas of mutual interest, including trade, investment, technology and defense. He was talking to Turkish Minister of Foreign Affairs Hakan Fidan, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister emphasized to undertake concerted efforts for achieving the bilateral trade to $5 billion in the next 3 years, as agreed by the leadership of the 2 brotherly countries. Shehbaz Sharif invited Turkish companies to further expand their investment portfolio in Pakistan. Pakistan and Turkey have expressed the resolve to strengthen bilateral and regional cooperation in multiple spheres. Deputy Prime Minister Muhammad Ishaq Dar and Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan at a joint press takeout in Islamabad today said both countries have agreed to take the annual bilateral trade from existing $1 billion to $5 billion. Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar said they have reviewed bilateral cooperation including trade, investment, connectivity and defense. He said the strategic and comprehensive bilateral relations are manifested by elaborate institutional mechanisms and high-level exchanges. The Deputy Prime Minister said both sides also discussed the Pakistan-Turkey High-Level Strategic Cooperation Council meeting scheduled to take place in Islamabad in the near future to carry out a comprehensive review of cooperation and strategic economic framework. Ishaq Dar also thanked Turkey for its continuous support on the issue of Kashmir and reiterated Pakistan's support for the legitimate struggle of the people of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Discussing the Gaza situation, both leaders agreed on an immediate need for a permanent ceasefire and the establishment of an independent Palestine state to achieving lasting peace in the Middle East. In his remarks, Hakan Fidan told the media that Pakistan is a strategic partner of Turkey, as there have been an unshakable friendship and brotherhood between the two people who has always supported each other. He said both sides decided in principle to broaden and strengthen ties in defense, trade, investment, banking, and science and technology and innovation. This is Radio Pakistan. Chief of Defence Forces of Australia, General Angus J. Campbell, called on Chairman Joint Chief of Staff Committee, General Sahir Shamshad Mirza in Rawalpindi today. During the meeting, they deliberated upon defence and security cooperation, regional dynamics and global security challenges, and reiterated the resolve to further strengthen and enhance cooperation between the two countries. The Australian Chief of Defence Forces appreciated the professional standards of Pakistan Armed Forces, their achievements in fight against terrorism, and continued support for regional peace and stability. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, people today rejected the sham election of Lok Sabha and demanded freedom from Indian atrocities. The people rejected polling marked by increased deployment of Indian troops under the pretext of security. They said this so-called election is a futile exercise for Kashmiris. The Kashmiri people believe that such polls cannot substitute their right to self-determination. Chief Prosecutor at the International Criminal Court has sought arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for war crimes in Gaza. The Chief Prosecutor, Karim Khan, who has applied for arrest warrants, says there is a criminal responsibility over the Israeli Prime Minister and Defense Minister. The Prosecutor Office at the Hague-based International Criminal Court examines situations of genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and aggression under the jurisdiction of the court. And finally, the weather. The National Disaster Management Authority has warned of heat wave from tomorrow. According to an advisory by NDMA, the heat wave conditions in Punjab and Sindh are likely to be severe from Thursday till Monday next. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours, while very hot weather is likely in central and southern parts. Now the headlines once again. Iranian President Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi has died along his entourage in a helicopter crash in East Azerbaijan province. President and Prime Minister have expressed deep grief and sorrow over the tragic death of Iranian President in a helicopter crash incident. Prime Minister says Pakistan is committed to expand cooperation and collaboration with Turkey in diverse fields of mutual interest. Pakistan and Turkey have agreed to take annual bilateral trade volume from $1 billion to $5 billion in 3 years. Australian Chief of Defence Forces has appreciated Pakistan Armed Forces for achievements in fight against terrorism and efforts for regional peace. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, people today rejected sham parliamentary elections in Baramulla constituency and termed it a futile exercise. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.